What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm J and we are locked in. This is the 5 minute prediction for our boy Marvin into the season finale of Raising Kanan season 3. Now, as far as Marvin goes, it looks like he's been handling the day-to-day operations of the whole drug business. That's because Rock has been having to deal with the uppers. I'm talking about Stefano, I'm talking about Quan, I'm talking about going to the restaurants and making the deals. So Marvin will have to take care of that. Now, the elephant in the room is what actually happened with Lulu. Now, remember, Lulu was screaming for Marvin not to let Rock take him out. So I'm thinking that they really just put him away and we won't have to really see Lou too much in the finale. Maybe in the beginning, they'll do a little bit of talking to him. But Marvin's going to have to get back to the city and start making things shake. We know that Rock is potentially going to get pulled up on and someone's going to do some shooting. So that means we need protection, and also we need to make sure that Ronnie is taken care of. Now, that might be something that Rock is going to have to put Marvin on the job to take care of. With the feds on the lookout for Marvin, it's going to be very, very tough to navigate through the streets. And the reason I say that is because the relationship that he had with Gerald, they got very close. We don't know what all Gerald had written down, what all information Gerald had on his own. We know that he was trying to fish for information about the mob being connected to Bulletproof Records, Jukebox being connected to Bulletproof Records. Now, from what we've seen, Gerald didn't give up any information to the feds. But once Marvin found that out, he really wanted to separate himself away from Gerald and anything he had going on. Now, you got to remember, Marvin is also a suspect of witness that they might want to bring in. And why I say witness is because they don't know what he's seen or what he knows, but they have a connection between him and Howard, him and Sal Bosolini, the hit. So this is looking very, very bad for our boy Marvin. On top of all of that, we don't know if Gerald may have gave them information or was working with them when he had the little drug exchange. So for Marvin, this is going to be very, very tough. And I know that they're going to see on the cameras that he showed up to the hospital. So now, one of the FBI agents did say it looked like Gerald unalived himself, and that was probably the best decision. But once this gets back to Tanner, he might say, let's do a little further investigation to see if Marvin came over there and had something to do with it. You have to remember, the feds are different than your local PD. The local PD, they're worried about traffic tickets. The feds, they're trying to uncover any and everything that you have gotten into. So that could be very bad with Gerald unaliving himself. Still speaking of the feds, we know Jukebox held it down. Now, the feds, as I mentioned, are different than your NYPD, your local PD. They're going to go off a hunch and try to find any and everything. Now, you already know they have a suspicion about Marvin and Howard knowing each other. They called Howard out. So I don't see Howard approaching Marvin anytime soon because he definitely has to keep his distance because they could be under surveillance. But maybe Tanner comes and asks Marvin something because you got to remember, Burke's dad, Patrick, has been piecing things together and knows that Jukebox was messing with Nikki. Jukebox is Marvin's daughter. Marvin is Rock's brother, and they already have that suspicion between those two. So, with that being said, Marvin is going to have to lay low just like his brother Lulu. The only problem is we got Jukebox, who said that the feds has been talking to her, is what she's going to probably say in this finale. She's also been trying to get in Bada on top of trying to join the army. So when Marvin thinks he can lay low, he might not really be able to unless he's trying to end any relationship he has with Jukebox and not be seen out in public. But you got to remember, Rock has just reopened the dope game. So this is going to be tough for Marvin because he is the muscle and we've been seeing him running the day-to-day operation. The only thing really left out here is to wonder what is going to happen with Lulu. Well, as I mentioned earlier, Marvin ain't letting nothing happen to his brother, so they're going to either take him out of state, upstate, go to rehab, put him in a cabin, or something, just get him out the way. Now, the thing about Marvin in this whole situation is him wondering what else has he told and who has he told. So the Howard situation might come back into play, but as I mentioned, that's probably going to be ran through Rock. because these two can't be seen together, knowing that the feds are watching. But let me know what you think. What's going to come out of all of this for Marvin? Is he going to make it through the season, or is this going to be the end of Marvin? Because somebody has to go. Now, I'm not saying it's got to be a family member, but there's got to be a big death. And could you see it being Marvin? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm Modi J. This is the 5-minute predictions for the season finale. We're on that road to 50,000 subscribers. So if you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.